Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to our first FIFA 22 video. Now obviously we haven't done any videos for a little while. FIFA 21 is obviously in the books and done. So now we are looking forwards to FIFA 22, which is still a little way away, but we have got our first video here of the year, and it is which version of FIFA 22 should you buy? I get this question asked every year. A lot of people ask me, and there's a lot of people looking for this information. So today I'm going to be giving you what I think is the best option for you, and it really depends on how much you plan on playing FIFA 22. But starting off with the different versions, here first up we have got the standard edition. Now the standard edition obviously is the bog standard. Normally we have 3 editions. We normally have the standard, the champions and the ultimate. This year we just have the standard or the ultimate. There is no in between. So with the standard edition, obviously you get the normal game, but you can see the pre-order benefits. Now these are benefits of pre-ordering the game. If you get the game and you don't pre-order it, if you just buy the game whenever, you don't get this. This is just for pre-ordering the game. So what do we get? We get a team of the week player. Now obviously we don't know who the team of the week, obviously it's a long way away until the season begins, still another I think 5 weeks, so we don't know who the team of the week 1 is going to be. Generally you're probably going to get somebody who's not good. The advantage of this obviously though is obviously a free team of the week card. Even if it's somebody bad, somebody you can just chuck into an SBC and it saves you having to spend 10 or 15,000 coins. So a good little addition to have. And you never know, you might get someone decent. You might be one of those lucky ones who gets someone half decent. You get like a, I don't know, an 85 Goretzka. Let's say he gets team of the week 1. Having an 85 Goretzka first day of the game, that's obviously going to be massive. So it depends on who you get. Just all a bit of luck at the end of the day. We then get Kylian Mbappe loan. So you get him on loan for 5 games. Now this will be massive again for friendlies. What you can do is obviously you can use him for 4 games in online foot, whether that be rivals or champs, and then keep 1 game back, and you can use then that 1 game for obviously friendlies. So you have a bit of an option to do that. So it depends if friendlies is structured in the same way, having that Mbappe on loan all year, as people did this year in FIFA 21. People had Mbappe pretty much all year, so it gives you a good boost in friendlies ahead of those people that don't pre-order the game. Next up, we get the FUT Ambassador Loan Player Pick. Now, what this is the 3 Ambassador players are David Alaba, Phil Foden, and Heung-min Son. So you'll get one of those 3 players. Could be anybody at random. You get them for 3 games. So let's say you get Heung-min Son, obviously a Tottenham player. You can get him. You can use him for 2 games online like Mbappe and keep 1 game back for friendlies. Assuming friendlies is going to be structured in the same way and it's not going to use contracts and stuff like that. You've then now got yourself an Mbappe and a Son, so that's perfect for friendlies. You get a couple of games out of them for champs. So some decent things there. We also get a career mode. If you are someone into your career mode, you get the homegrown talent. Obviously, you've got the potential of being a world-class player. So some decent things there for the standard edition. So now on to the ultimate edition. Now this one is $89.99, so a little bit more expensive. Obviously, the standard edition was $59.99, so an extra £30. Now what do we get that we don't get on the standard edition? Well, we get 4 things. For starters, we get a FUT Heroes player card. Now, the FUT Heroes players that have been released so far, we've got Mario Gomez, we've got Tim Cahill, we've got Campos, we've got Diego Milito, we've got Fernando Morientes, we've got Al Jaber, we've got Robbie Keane, we've got Abidi Pele, and we've got Clint Dempsey. They're the hero cards that have been released, or the hero items that have been released so far. There are going to be more that get released in August, but they're the ones that we know of so far. And the cool thing with these cards is they have leagues. So for example, if you look at Diego Milito, he's Argentinian, but his league is Serie A, so he will get a soft link to every Serie A player. So obviously anybody who is Argentinian, like a Lautaro Martinez, obviously Milito will be a striker, he'll get a strong link to someone like Martinez. So could be a really cool card. The downside to this, in my opinion, is that you don't get it till December 1st. Now I completely understand why, because if everybody who pre-ordered the game, the Ultimate Edition, got let's say a Diego Milito as their lucky hero item, they've now got an 88 rated Milito day 1 of the game, so it's going to give a good, obviously a big advantage to those players. So I can understand why it's not, but I think by December 1st, I would expect myself personally to have better cards than probably that Milito by December 1st. So I think maybe November 1st would have been a better release date, maybe a month into the game. I'd expect most people will probably have better players than that by sort of 2 months into the game. But that is a limited time bonus that expires on August the 11th. So if you do want that hero item, obviously you need to pre-order the game before August 11th. But a cool thing, if you get someone decent could definitely be a cool thing to have in your team. If nothing else, it will be something that could again be used for friendlies. That Milito would be great, for example, for a Serie A friendly squad for like icon swaps and stuff. So definitely can have some use for those players. You then next thing you get is a one to watch player. So not only do you get a team of the week player, you now get a ones to watch player. Now last year I got Joe Linton, and the year before I got Morata. Both years neither of those players got any team of the week, so they just didn't get upgraded. So generally the one to watch cards are probably not going to be very good. But it depends on who you get. You know, if you get a Sergio Ramos, obviously he's moved to PSG. Imagine getting a Sergio Ramos day one of the game as a one to watch card. Or a Jadon Sancho. He's probably going to be moving to Manchester United, it looks like. Imagine getting a Jadon Sancho as your one to watch player. He's probably bound to get some informs throughout the year. So depending on who you get, could be really, really good. Most people will probably get somebody who's not very good. But nevertheless, much like the team of the week player, you know, it's always worth a punt. Next up, you get then the 4 days early access. So whilst on the standard edition, you get the game on October 1st. On the Ultimate Edition, you get it on the 27th. You get the full game on the 27th. So for someone like me as a content creator, that's massive. Being able to make videos on the 27th rather than the 1st. That's for me the biggest benefit to this. And then last but not least, you get 4,600 FIFA points. Now compared to last year and in previous FIFAs, this was normally 24 rare gold packs, but you got 2 per week over 12 weeks. Now that was a good system for like the first 2 or 3 weeks of the game. But after 2 or 3 weeks of the game, 2 or 3 weeks of champs, rivals, and squad battle awards, and just playing the game in general, you didn't really need those rare gold packs anymore, so they kind of became a bit pointless, and you can't stack them. So I think this 4,600 points is so much better. You can spend it straight away. You can keep it for maybe team of the year, or keep it for something you want. For me personally, I will be using that 4,600 points on draft as an example. If I use 300 points to enter a draft and I win that draft, and let's say I get a 50k pack and a 5k pack as my reward, I've now got a 50k pack for 300 FIFA points. So it's a great way, obviously, of building a balance up really quickly. So I think that is an exceptional benefit. Obviously, it's an extra £30 for the whole thing, but those FIFA points are worth like £32 anyway. So then the early access, one to watch player, and Foot Heroes player are completely free. So you'll be able to see on the screen just a little comparison of the two. You can see on the right the standard edition, on the left the ultimate edition, and you can see more clearly the benefits that you get from the ultimate edition that you don't from the standard edition. Now to sum it up, which versions do I think you should buy? For me personally, it depends ultimately on how much you're going to play the game. I'm going to be buying the ultimate edition. Mainly, the main reason I'm going to be buying the ultimate edition is the 4 days early access. For making content, that's going to be obviously a massive bonus to me. So if you're a content creator, or if you're someone who is really keen on playing FIFA, like you play a lot of FIFA, it's your go-to game and you get a lot of time on the game, then I would absolutely recommend buying the Ultimate Edition. I think for once the Ultimate Edition is actually an Ultimate Edition. I actually think it's worth the extra money. But if you're someone who maybe doesn't play a lot of FIFA, maybe you don't get a lot of time, maybe you're working a lot or school or whatever it may be, and you just can't put a lot of time into the game, then just stick to buying the standard edition because you won't get enough out of the ultimate edition. So if you're someone who plays a lot of FIFA, gets a lot of time on it, and is going to put a lot of hours into it, get the ultimate edition. If you're someone who can't put a lot of time into the game, then I recommend getting the standard edition. Me personally, I'm going to be buying the ultimate edition. That's the one that just suits for me. You know, having the early access is just massive for making content. But that is it for this video. So if you did enjoy this video, do drop a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section if you need any help deciding on which versions you would like to get. I'll be there to help all of you guys out. But that is all for the video, guys. Make sure you subscribe as well if you did find it useful. That's all today, guys. Have an awesome day. I'm out.